Hey everybody, Bryan Diehl here. I'm going to take you on a brief tour of the San Juan Islands. So if you haven't had a taste of the San Juans on a sailboat, come on along. I think you'll enjoy this. After nearly 30 years of sailing to Friday Harbor, no trip for me is complete without beginning at the cask and schooner for a little shepherd's pie, followed by a walk across the street for some really good ice cream. That's when I know I'm in Friday Harbor. Now, Friday Harbor itself is a busy harbor. Really fun to watch all of the boats. Every kind of thing that can float floats in Friday Harbor. Can't get there on a sailboat, a ferry boat, a tugboat, Kenmore Air is happy to fly you up from Seattle. So the first night here after dinner, it's nice to go take a walk on the dock. So here's a quick look at the lay of the land from the docks. This is Popeye. He was a blind seal that hung out in the marina for years and years and years. As you can see, Friday Harbor is really a beautiful place to sleep on your boat. And in the morning, get up, take a shower, do a little shopping, and maybe take a walk around the boats.
What's up, darling?
Just waiting for Jonah. Nice pants.
Thank you. They're new.
Good place to talk to your neighbors, your friends, people that are with you, people you've never met before. It's a great harbor. Wonderful, friendly people.
Good morning, sunshine.
Good morning. Happy day.
See, told you, friendly people. So back to the boat, pick up some supplies, and we're going to head up today to Susie's Mopeds, grab some mopeds, and tour a little bit of the island. Starting with Cattle Point. That's the Cattle Point Light. That's Cattle Pass or San Juan Pass in the background. Pretty crazy place to sail sometimes. Gone up to Lime Kiln Park. Sometimes you can see the killer whales down there. Not today, just a good look at the light and some really great cheesy corn dogs. Now we're sailing out heading towards Jones Island. You'll see every manner of boat coming out of Friday Harbor or going into Friday Harbor as this group of kayakers who are circumnavigating San Juan Island are doing right here. From here on out, the eye candy just never stops. It is just so beautiful up the San Juan Channel. We're heading towards Jones Island today. Now arriving at Jones Island, this is the North Cove. A little bigger than the south, a little better protected. Lots of neighbors, but it's quiet and it's really, really beautiful. There's a great bay to row around on. Look at all the geological features of the islands. There is also a dock. There are some paths, some of which are paved, so it makes for a real nice island to go walking around. Personally, of course, I prefer paddling around. This is the kind of thing a man could get used to. So here's the beautiful beach, and there's the dock. Got room for about 7 boats. There's mooring balls out there and plenty of good anchorage. Great place to stay. We had our dinner on the boat, played some cards. Really enjoy North Cove of Jones Island. So now we're headed out past the channel between Shaw and Orcas Island, heading towards the east side of Shaw. This is Cypress Island, and we're actually at Cypress Head, which is what you're looking at. It's a small island that's connected by an isthmus to the rest of Cypress Island. This area here is a Department of Natural Resources as opposed to a state park, so we were able to get some aerial shots. Kind of makes it fun to fly from the boat. Going to give you an idea of what it looks like out there in the San Juans. Beautiful colored water today in Cypress. So this area that we're anchored in, we're not really anchored, we're tied to a mooring. There are 4 moorings there, and they really don't want you to anchor because of the disturbance to the bottom, trying to keep it natural. So we respect that and always get to stay here when there is a mooring available. Looking south, you can actually see Anacortes from Cypress Head. This is my son Jonah, literally lending a hand with the landing of the camera. Nice catch, buddy. Now we're going to jump into Piper's inflatable. She's got a little Torpedo electric motor on this landing craft. Makes it a nice, quiet buzz around the bay. So beautiful. What a beautiful, beautiful evening. And when you get to the San Juans, you got to explore. So here we go. Piper and I are going to take you on a quick hike around Cypress Head. Beautiful beach, beautiful isthmus, rocky, rugged. It's just gorgeous. You actually get to be about 50 feet up off the water. Gives you a pretty good perspective and a really nice chance to look at the color of the water. and the lay of the land. On Cypress Head, you're hiking between pines and madrona trees. The paths are windy. They don't seem to have any rhyme or reason. So you just kind of wander aimlessly across this tiny little world. It's really gorgeous up there and really absolutely worth the time and effort to get out there and walk around up there. Those madronas are really hard. You got to duck under them. So as we come to the end, you can take a look at the beautiful water and show you how steep it is. Really about, again, 50 feet up when you look over the edge. A little scary, but really beautiful. Pretty rocky down there. You look straight out across, you can see Anacortes from right there. So that's it. That's the top of the Cypress Head. We're back down to the beach, look at a little art, some kayak campers, and we're back in Piper's landing craft.
What a beautiful evening.
There's just so much beauty to enjoy when you're out cruising in the San Juan Islands. You never know what you'll see, but it's always spectacular. This little boat anchored off the shore, definitely one of my favorite pictures of the year. Certainly of the trip. So in Cypress, we also got to have the best breakfast ever. From Cypress, we headed down to Cap Sante Marina in Anacortes. I'm not sure why I keep looking at catamarans, and I'm certainly not fixated on getting a catamaran anytime soon, unless it happens to manifest itself. But, I'm not even thinking about it. Oh, sure. They're faster, easy to sail, don't heel over. Lots and lots of room, but, So anyway, let's go get some dinner in Anacortes. Nice walking town. They also have bikes that you can get from the marina and cruise around. We found a wonderful Mexican restaurant that is very authentic and really quite delicious. So we enjoyed that. So one last look at Anacortes, Cap Sante Marina, and off we go. We've chosen today to go through the Swinomish Channel past LaConner and head down the Saratoga Channel inside Whidbey, between Whidbey Island and Camano Island, and then Whidbey and the main land. Really enjoyed our cruise through the Swinomish Channel. I haven't been through that in 40 years, about probably. Changed a lot, but it's still just really interesting. Would have been nice if the weather would have cooperated a little better, but well, what do you expect in August? So we're coming up on the bridge. My chart says it's 61 feet. My mast is only 34 feet. But you know what? I still get nervous going under bridges and cables. All clear. Just squeaked under by about, 30 feet. Anyway, continuing on our way. So it's about here that the weather started changing. We took all the wind right at our nose, and what the weather radio was telling us was 5 to 10 knots. Was producing whitecaps, so I gotta think it was a little more than that. Anyway, our trip took a lot longer through the inside passage than it would have if we'd gone the outside of Whidbey Island. Gave us a lot of experience of motoring through strong headwinds and heavy seas. One of the other results of that headwind and having to use the motor is my 10 hours worth of gas was not going to get us through this building storm and all the way back to Port Ludlow tonight. So, as always, there's a challenge. But as always, there is a solution. About the time we started to panic, I called Langley Harbor, South Whidbey Harbor, and asked them if they had gas, which they did not. About the same time, my daughter called, said she was in South Whidbey, wanted to wave at us from the beach. So we made a little change of plans. She brought us some gas, and we were back on the road again. As I said, the wind came up as we turned towards the west at the south end of Whidbey, heading up the Admiralty Inlet, heading for Port Ludlow. We ran into the westerlies even stronger. So it was quite a rough ride through the Admiralty Inlet. It took a lot more time than we'd hoped, but we had plenty of gas. And an able crew. I think the crew enjoyed it with the weather the way it was. So our first look at Port Ludlow, just as the sun was starting to set. The lights of Port Ludlow came on just as we turned into the bay. Here's a quick recap. There's Popeye again. All the sights of the port of Friday Harbor. Beautiful, beautiful place. You really should go, even if you have to go on a ferry boat. Another great way to get at Friday Harbor is the PS Express out of Port Townsend. They do a great job, run every day. So that's another option. That photo was taken by my crewmate, Jordan. Welcome back to Port Ludlow. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoy this type of content. Once again, thanks for watching. I'm Bryan Diehl, and I'll see you again soon.